Ladies and gentlemen, just as we finished up tonight's late night agenda, breaking news came that a deal has been agreed between Liverpool and Wolves for the signing of Diogo Jota. He's going to come to Liverpool. We'll talk about the fee. Kylian will be going in the opposite direction as well. Just as we finish up recording, of course the news broke, as I said, but it's brilliant. The price might shock a couple of people, but I'm going to break down the details of this deal as well for everybody, and what this does mean according to a lot of people out there. Paul Joyce, I think, of the Times, and a few others. It looks like this could see Divock Origi leave Liverpool as well. Not in part of this deal, nothing like that. It's just a case that Divock, there might not be opportunities from here with Diogo Jota coming in. We're going to go through the detail, as I said. It looks like he's set to join Liverpool for a fee for an initial £41 million that could rise to £45 million, depending on appearances, Premier League, Champions League success, all that type of stuff. But one of the really key elements of this deal was that Wolves were willing to accept just shy of 10% of the total fee up front, which did make it very possible for Liverpool to get this deal done in these very difficult financial times. So obviously both clubs were hard at it, trying to get a deal that, you know, they're both happy with. Kylian is going to be going in the opposite direction. He's going to be going to Wolves. Doesn't look like there's a buyback clause in the deal, but there is a 15% sell-on clause in that contract, and the fee for Kylian could rise to an astonishing £13.5 million with add-ons and appearance bonuses and stuff like that as well. The inflated Diogo Jota fee probably in some way kind of is offset by the fee for Kylian. All day we've been thinking it was going to be around £10 million for Kylian, but it looks like it's up to 13.5, and the fee for Jota, as I said, £46 million in total. But the key, and I have to ram this home, the key to this deal taking place was, of course, Wolves being happy to accept less than just short of 10% of the initial total transfer fee. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the joy of football. Things move very quickly. I've got to be honest, I wasn't expected to break this late, but I want to get your opinion. I want to know your thoughts on this one. Great piece of business for Liverpool Football Club. Diogo Jota brings a lot of things. Firstly, I'm sure you're probably as surprised as me to learn that he's just 23 years of age. One really important factor in this was that Pep Lijnders used his extensive contacts of Portuguese football, and he got glowing references. He got glowing references about Diogo Jota from a personal perspective, from a footballing perspective, and it probably helped get the deal over the line with Wolves as well. I'm sure that he's a player that Wolves wouldn't really want to have lost, but is a very good fee for a player that has tons of ability, will give Jurgen Klopp versatility across the front three. He can challenge Firmino to play through the centre. He can play anywhere across the front three. We spoke about this earlier on in tonight's live stream. But it is a done deal, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, he's got to go through medical, all that stuff as well. But the fees have been agreed between the two clubs. Diogo Jota will be joining Liverpool for a fee that could rise up to an astonishing 45 or 46 million pound. I want to know what you guys think in the chat. 43 million, Dylan, is what Fab said. I don't really care. 43, 45, 46, it's all the same really at the end of the day. The important part of this, though, the really important part, is the 10%. That's all that we have to pay. Much like the deal that we did for bringing Thiago in, that sees us pay just £5 million a year. In this one, we have offset most of the cost of this contract away from the first year, which probably allowed us to get the deal done. Has Liverpool just confirmed on the Twitter or Instagram? No, but journalists have confirmed it absolutely everywhere. Liverpool won't confirm it until he is holding a Liverpool shirt. The contracts are signed, the medicals are done, and all the media, photographs, videos, all that type of stuff is done. I'm a little bit all over the place here, folks, to be honest with you, because this was a rather late one. I'd finished up, I'd unpacked all my set. I was ready to go to bed. Well, no, I wasn't ready to go to bed, but I was ready to chill out and relax, and then boom, messages on my phone, and I couldn't not come on to share the news to you guys. You know what I mean? Diogo Jota is going to be a Liverpool player, along with Thiago, and of course the centre-back. Now, it isn't all champagne and skittles here. We are losing a very good young player in Kylian. Wolves obviously lost Matt Doherty to Spurs and needed somebody for that right-hand side. And the beauty of Kylian for them, I suppose, is that he can play in that wing-back role, and we know he can play as part of a back three as well, because he has played at centre-back during his very young career. So look, it's a loss for Liverpool. We do have the sell-on clause that I spoke about a few minutes ago. And as I said at the very start of this video as well, it looks like this could free up Divock Origi, according to Paul Joyce, to move on. So it'll be interesting to see how much we may get for Divock Origi. But this is about welcoming Diogo Jota to Liverpool, folks. Want to know your thoughts on the midfielder, or the attacking midfielder, I should say, the wide forward, the centre forward. He can play in a whole number of positions, which is potentially what makes him so attractive to Jurgen Klopp. Good on you, Craig, said Captain Clun. Thank you, mate. I mean, I couldn't not come back on. Do you know what I mean? I'm as happy as you guys. So I wanted to come on and share it. Glad you came back on, said Grime Warrior. As soon as I picked up my phone, man, the stream was finished and I looked, and all of a sudden my Twitter was absolutely flying. So I was wondering, and then I had to come back on. I could not do it. You don't need Sarr now. No, we won't be getting Sarr, mate. We talked about Sarr in the stream tonight. The reason that Liverpool didn't go ahead with that deal for Ismaila Sarr was because when they contacted Watford, the price that they got was astronomical, and they just walked away from the deal. And with, as I said, the extensive knowledge and contacts that Pep Linders has in the Portuguese football from his time at Porto, obviously coach Ruben Neves there brought him through as well. This was one that he was adamant was the right move for the club. He was speaking glowing terms about the character of Diogo Jota. And look, that's one of the things that Klopp looks out for. We know that he wants somebody who has the right mentality on and off the pitch, and Jota seems to fit the mark. With medical done, could we see him on the bench tomorrow? No. He had to have been registered before 12 p.m. on Friday to be available for the game against Chelsea. So no, we won't see him. It is definitely good news though, and thank you for the super chat, buddy. What a transfer window for us at Football Wizard. It's brilliant. It was only 48 hours ago we were sitting around wondering, are we going to get Thiago? Is the genie dealing to Thiago? Are we ever going to put in an offer for a wide forward? Then it looked like it was going to be Sarr, and then all of a sudden today, much like the Fabinho deal, bang, this one gets done. Now it's important to point out that Diogo Jota has the same agent as Fabinho has in George Mendes. So Liverpool had that working relationship with him, obviously through the Fabinho deal as well, which again could have helped open up the channels of communication to get Jota here, and it's a great piece of business. I really do think it's a fantastic piece of business. One of those, like Fabinho, when you heard that it was on, when you heard that it was possible, you thought, probably wouldn't have thought of him, but absolutely makes sense. At least to me it does anyway. But of course I want to know what you guys think, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Give the video a like as well, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. A few more minutes of you guys, because I'm sure you're absolutely over the moon with this one. Who now leaves LFC for you? Well, the news tonight seems to be that Divock Origi is most likely to move on. We spoke about Raheem Brewster as well. Sheffield United and Crystal Palace both interested in him. There's talk of a loan move. There's talk of a permanent move. Raheem Brewster did like an Instagram post, I think it was, that said that he's going to join Sheffield United in a £25 million move. That remains to be seen. But the difference is with Brewster, the buyback clause will be inserted in there. That they won't even start negotiations without that being the case. Kylian Hoover, again, it doesn't look like there's a buyback clause initially from what I've read. That, again, could change tomorrow. We could get more information on this one. Anyone that's watching this video back, this is breaking. I'm on here 11 p.m. at night on a Friday. We've just done an hour and a half stream, and then the news broke, so I had to come back on. Basically, 30 million plus Hoover. Yes, that's basically where we are with a Finn. You could say that the price is a little bit inflated on Hoover as well, which may offset the rather high price. I mean, we thought earlier on 43 million euro was being mentioned, which was about 37, 38, maybe a little bit more £1 million. But look, it doesn't really matter. As I said earlier on, the most important thing is the club can afford it. The way the deal's structured with less than 10% initially in the first 12 months makes it affordable for Liverpool in this current climate. So fair play to both clubs for having the will to get the deal over the line. And again, we talked about it at the very start of the transfer window. We're probably going to see more player exchange type deals in this summer window, if it even is a summer window anymore, because of the way the world is, the way the current financial crisis is. I don't even want to say the name of what's going on. Do you know what I mean? I'm sick of talking about that thing. I'm late, said Checks guys. Alright mate, welcome in. What's your opinion on Origi going? I did say again a few times throughout the summer, if the right money comes in, Origi will be available, Shaqiri will be available, Wilson will be available. I'm shocked that Brewster's available to leave, but you know, I did think it might be a loan. More information coming thick and fast. What have we got? Yeah, John Hamilton. Just other people let me know right live on the stream that this deal has taken place. Are you happy about it, Reds? I want to know your thoughts on this. I think it's a fantastic piece of business, and I think we're going to look back at this in 12 months' time and think that it was a masterstroke from Jurgen Klopp. We love your dedication to the channel. 50k soon, you deserve it, said Morad. Thank you, pal. I mean, you guys are the channel. So when I hear this news, I couldn't not do it. I was going to hang off till tomorrow, but no, I wanted to share it with you guys because I know we've got people watching in America, Australia, New Zealand, and it's a different time of the day. It's only coming to the evening for the folks in America. So yeah, great piece of business. How long am I streaming for? Probably another 5 or 10 minutes, guys. I just wanted to, for those of you still coming in a little bit late, I'll break down the deal again for you guys. This comes from Melissa Reddy. Diogo Jota set to join LFC on a 5-year deal for an initial £41 million. Could rise to £45 million depending on appearances in the Premier League, Champions League success, etc. Wolves accepted just shy of 10% of the guaranteed fee in the next 12 months, offset by Kylian Hoover's £13.5 million sale to Wolves. So there you go. We've lost one young, good player, but we've brought in a very good player in Diogo Jota, somebody who I think under Jurgen Klopp's tutelage will come on leaps and bounds. So much quality in the squad now, said Danny Jackson. Yes, you want to look for 2 class players in every position. That's the dream, isn't it? You have backup in every position, and we have that now. Across our front 3, we've got Takumi Minamino as backup. We've got Diogo Jota as backup now. Class. I'm happy enough with that one. You've got Shaqiri there if needs be. As things stand, of course, the Reds can play Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in a wide position if we need to. It's just happy days. It's just happy days. If you're a United fan watching this right now, sorry, but you know, we're going to strengthen this position while we're on top, and I love it. I'm not going to lie about it. Are we looking at a replacement for Dejan still? Yes, we are looking for a centre-back, and that will probably be the last piece of business Liverpool conduct in this transfer window with regards to incomings. That centre-back is still to be named. There are lots of links out there, but again, something could come out of the blue, much like Jota. Nobody this morning had a clue about Jota. No journalist, none of us YouTubers, nobody I'd seen had even suggested Jota. But then again, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool worked very quietly behind the scenes to get this one done. How is Michael Edwards not locked up? It's criminal the prices he's getting these players for, said James Kirkman. Michael Edwards has done the magic again. What a legend, said Grime Warrior. It's class, isn't it? It's absolutely brilliant. I'm delighted with it. I mean, what a time. We bring in one of the best midfielders in the world at the absolute peak of his power in Thiago, and then just follow that up really quickly with the announcement that a deal has been agreed with Wolves for Diogo Jota. Absolutely. It's very hard to say Diogo without saying Diego once you're not used to saying his name. Craig, can you see Thiago getting a game time on Sunday? I don't know is the honest answer, buddy. He will be travelling with the team. Whether he's on the 7 on the bench, I don't know. I don't think he's going to start, if I'm being honest. But Jurgen Klopp did suggest that, Thiago is up to speed to some extent, so we'll wait and see. It's 12 a.m. here in Egypt. There you go, Morad. Not too bad. I mean, the peak time. Not too shabby at all. Is Jota good? Yes, he is good. And one of the things you'll quickly learn about Jota is he can play anywhere across the front 3. I touched on attacking midfielder with a push earlier on, but really, he can play anywhere. He can play wide. And one thing you'll get from him as well is he'd be fantastic in coming in and tucking in and providing some shielding to the right back with regards to Trent and stuff. He'll track back, he'll work his backside off. I'm not saying he's similar to Bobby Firmino, but you can easily make a comparison with the attributes that they both have. Knows where the goal is as well. I'm still shocked that he's 23 years of age. I thought he was older than that, but it is absolutely fantastic news. Rod's in the house as well. How are we, Rod? Lovely to see you in. Next is Ben White. I love Ben White. You guys know that. I've talked about Ben White numerous times here on the channel. I did agree that deal with Brighton. I'd say Ben White's probably staying put for the time being, but definitely going to keep tracking that guy. And I mean the club, not me. It's 4 a.m. in the morning here. I can't sleep. What a 24 hours it's been. I was like that last night, buddy. I couldn't sleep. Just the thoughts of Thiago and potential transfers running through my head. The excitement. That's what this does to you. That's what supporting Liverpool Football Club does to you right now, ladies and gentlemen. What a time it is. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, folks, and drop a like on the video. Tomorrow is scheduled to be my day off, but the way this is going, heaven knows, I may well pop up if we see him holding up the Liverpool shirt, if the ink is done on the contract, and they've got it all sorted out tomorrow. What a boost that would be for the morale of the squad and the supporters heading into that game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Sunday. Expect the preview video to go up very soon for that one as well. Andy Kirkman, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, buddy. Lovely to have you with us. Again, this probably won't be the longest video you're going to see on Anfield Agenda, folks, but I couldn't let this happen and not come on and share it with you guys because we're all excited. Why wouldn't you be? Diogo Jota looks like he's a red. Thiago is a red. And there's a centre-back on the way as well. Also, we signed Costas Tsimikas in this window. Good piece of business. Reasonable fee as well. That gives us cover for Robbo at left-back. What a time. Wait, is it actually confirmed? Yes and no. Is it confirmed that the deal's been agreed? Yes. All the journalists, Melissa Reddy, Paul Joyce, James Pearce, everybody that you rely on, Fabrizio Romano, they've all said that the deal is done. Diogo Jota will be a Liverpool player. Fee rising up to £46 million, less than 10% down initially, and Kylian Hoover going the other way for a fee that could rise to £13.5 million. Oh, the joys of it. As I said, we were all set to pack it up for the night, and this broke just as I was packing away my stuff. Squad number, don't know just yet. I'd imagine we'll find all that out in the coming day or so. The champ said, "You'll never walk alone, Craig, lad." Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate it. Jota is such a random signing, though. It's not really when you think about it. I mean, initially, it wouldn't have been somebody we would have thought about, Press, but if you think about why... and as I said at the start of the video, Pep Linders used his extensive knowledge and contacts in Portugal and looked into the guy and got a glowing reference with regards to his character, with regards to his work rate, how he everything that you want to hear when you're looking to sign a player. And he brought that information to the manager, and they decided that Jota was the one that they were going for, particularly after they got what was described as a ridiculous valuation from Watford for Sarr. I've no idea what the figure they were asked for was, but you know, this is the deal that's happening, folks. Jota is going to be a Liverpool player completely out of nowhere. You love it. Ric Flair, woo! Little bit late for the Ric Flairs here. Neighbours going to be wondering what's going on, but who cares? If they're not Reds, that's their problem. I think it'll be 19 or 20 with regards to, I don't know if that's a number of Premier League titles. We've already got the 19, 20 on the way by the looks of it. I can see some players leaving, too much of a wage bill to pay, so Jamie, definitely going to be players moving on. Definitely. We spoke earlier on, Origi looks like he's available to move on. Very much so, if, you know, the journalists' belief tonight is to be believed, and why not? They've got most of this stuff right today anyway. Omar Colley, Taz said with regards to a centre-back, he is an option, buddy. We did look at him. I don't know if we're going to pull the trigger on that deal. 10.8 million, I believe, was the figure that was mentioned for him from Sampdoria. 6'3" in height. Don't know too much about him, to be honest, but whoever the centre-back is, we will find out in the coming days. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I really am going to say goodnight to you all this time. Apologise that it's a shorter video than normal, but hey, look, you know, these things happen. I had to come on, I had to share it with you guys. I wanted to be in first as well, I'm not going to lie. I love getting videos out quickly. So look, hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you happy that Liverpool have agreed a deal to sign Diogo Jota? And are you happy about the Kylian Hoover situation? I know a lot of us had high hopes for him, looked like a very promising defender, and he's gone the other way. Liverpool do have that 50%, I believe, sell-on clause on that deal. And look, we bought him for 90 grand, I think. 90 grand, and now he's a £13.5 million player after 4 senior appearances for Liverpool, I think. Not too shabby if you ask me. Look, folks, again, like I said to you earlier on, I may see you tomorrow, but if not, we will be here doing a watch-along for the Chelsea game. We'll be starting that half an hour before kick-off. Make sure you've got your notifications turned on. As I said, hit the subscribe button, drop a like. I'll see you people soon. Let's just leave it at that one. Diogo Jota looks like he's a red. Thiago is a red. The league title's coming back to us, folks, isn't it? Isn't it? Surely it is. Up the Reds.